Welcome to Cat Chat. My name is Meredith Smith. It has been a while since I have posted anything with Cat Chat. Unfortunately, I had some serious technical difficulties, i.e. I don't know how to use a camera, and so I messed things up. So my three 10-minute videos for the last debate, yeah, they just came out in binary code. It was awesome. So I was going to rediscuss that until what happened here at Western North Carolina. I know that you guys are watching this on YouTube and are watching this, worldwide, but I'm going to talk about an instance that has happened here on our campus that is devastating, immoral. It's implying that we as a school as a whole are, to use, well, a lack of a better word, rednecks. We have to discuss this. And if you haven't been watching the news, it was on CNN, it was on Fox News. 3 days ago, 7 individuals thought that it would be a really fun prank to kill a bear, a baby black bear, bring it onto campus, staple together some Obama flyers, make a hat out of it, stick it on top of the bear's head, and prop it up on our front lawn. This is deplorable on a level that is almost impossible for me to talk about without crying. But I'm going to do it anyways because I believe that we need to talk about this, and everybody out there needs to know that this is not Western. This is not my community. This isn't the majority of the students that go here, and our voice needs to be heard. Yesterday, we had a meeting with our chancellor, Chancellor Dr. Bardo, who spoke for about 25-30 minutes, and I'm probably going to get ripped a new one for this, but I really don't care because I feel like you guys want to hear the truth, and I'm going to tell the truth. The day before, Dr. Bardo had released an email stating that it was just a silly prank, and clearly the majority of the students, the 9,000 students that go to Western, did not see it as a prank. So when he was doing his speech yesterday, addressing us, he backpedaled on that and said that it's just a horrible act and we don't condone it. But he still does contend that it is a prank. Like I said, this is really hard for me to talk about. So, the other thing that was quite humorous about this speech that Dr. Bardo gave was that we had what's called a reading day. I'm sure all across America at different universities it's called different things. Basically, it's a day that you get off in order to go talk to your advisor or to get some extra work done or whatever you need to do. Nobody shows up for reading day. Nobody has any desire to be on campus if they don't have to. Because I'm a neurotic mess, of course I was here. So I was fortunate enough to be one of the maybe 75 students that participated in listening to what he had to say. The rest of the people that were there, which was probably another, 80 to 100 individuals, were all either faculty or staff, and then members of the media, including our own TV62. So primarily it was a very, very small bisection of what our campus is that was able to be there to hear what he had to say. He said one thing that made quite a few of us not just bothered, but offended. Of course, everybody believed that it was race-related. That was the initial response, oh, this is race-related. But Dr. Bardo pointed out that one of the 7 individuals was in fact black, which is fine if you want to point that out, but then also point out that there was a Latino, that there was an Indian, that there was a, whatever, that there were these other nationalities that could be represented, because to myself and to the 5 incredible black women that I happened to be standing with, it was not perceived that way. It was perceived as, well, I'm proving we're not racist here. We're not racist. I'm telling you, there's a black guy involved. I personally don't think that it's actually racially motivated. It's absolutely politically motivated. I personally have put out at least 20 Obama stakes in the ground, and all of them have been stolen. This is not an area that supports Obama. It's clear. So when Chancellor Barto finished talking, he said, I'll answer any questions. And knowing who I am, I forced my way right up to the front and forced him to try to answer some questions, which unfortunately he was not able to, because of something called FERPA. Don't ask me what it stands for, but it's the federal something or another educational something. That keeps him from being able to talk about students and what can or will happen to them. My questions that I asked are these students going to be suspended? And did they turn themselves in? How were they found? That was the biggest thing. So he directed me to talk to the chief of police of Silva, which is Tom Johnson, and which I was greeted with him without even asking, along with the Secret Service. I felt quite special. Talking to somebody and being surrounded by the Secret Service is always awesome. And he was very forthcoming, because it is a matter of public record. He does have the obligation to answer my questions. And at the time, this was at 12:30 yesterday, 12:30 in the afternoon. I asked him, did you find them or did they turn themselves in? And Officer Johnson's response was that they knew who the individuals were, and via word of mouth, those individuals came forward. He then went on to say that they were incredibly cooperative. They were all interviewed separately. All 7 of them had identical stories. And it was his contention, along with the rest of the police department, that this was nothing more than a harmless prank. Now, you don't know me. You just know me from being on this little horse and pony show. But anybody on this campus who knows who I am knows that I am very loud and obnoxious, and I will tell the very first person and every person after that what I've just been told, which I proceeded to do. By the time the 5 o'clock news came on, the story had changed, that the 7 individuals were being charged. They didn't know what they were going to charge them with, but currently they are being held and will be charged at some point, which is good. I'm glad to hear that, but as it stands, and I didn't know this until somebody else pointed it out to me, we actually have bear season here in North Carolina, where you're allowed to kill black bear. And as long as they are 50 pounds or more, you can kill them. Okay? Black bears on average range in 300 to 500 pounds. That's for a mature adult, female or male. A 50-pound black bear is a baby. It's not even a year old. I mean, you're talking like baby, So that's deplorable. This bear was 75 pounds, so it was definitely older. I would say probably, 5 to 7 months old. That's probably how old he was. And it's just foul. But because it's technically bear season and the bear was killed on the very first day of bear season, there are no wildlife federal laws broken, so they can't be brought on charges for that. They say they did not kill the bear, that originally the story that came out yesterday was that they found the bear dead. The news that has come out so far today is that the bear was hit by a car, or a vehicle, I should say, and they took it from that point. I just want to say this because most of you don't know this.